is a public service announcement. Please stand by.
You have such a strong desire to be invisible.
Shit, I look lovely, don't I? Welcome to the vlog. Fuck. I don't wanna. My tripod's being accommodated right now as a rack for my new samples. I know. I want them where I can see them in the living room while I'm sitting. Oh, you guys are like, fuck, crooked now. Crap. Now my screen's fucked up. Crap, hold on. Oh, saved it. Saved it, yay. I have a rubber band holding the back of the camera because the camera's still fucking good. It's just, oh shit, oh shit. I am not doing good today, guys. Oh shit, oh shit. I think I got it now, so yeah. I look lovely. I slept till like noon. Hold on. Ooh, that's not good. My mom, she's texting me about, she likes to tell me about like, this website got caught selling info to this. She was telling me about Vitamin Shop selling people's info to TikTok. When you go to TikTok from Vitamin Shop, TikTok then gets your info. Sorry, my voice sounds so bad. I think it's from screaming on the tram the other day. Because it's like, my voice was kind of okay, and then like the next couple days it was like, ah. And now I got something stuck in my eye. Wow, I am really riding the struggle bus today, guys. So yeah. I slept till close to like, no, it was like 11 when I got up. I got my coffee. I got up earlier. I got up at like 7:30 to like have a shake and take my pills, but then my shoulder was killing me, so I went back to sleep for a little bit. Got up, and now I'm like sitting here trying to get acclimated. I gotta wash my hair. I took my nail polish off the other day. I want to do my nails. I want to do black nails to match my vicious personality. Oh, there's my mama again. Yeah, that's probably, yep. Oh, cool. Interesting. It's about people who don't have a TikTok, but somehow TikTok got their info. How did that happen? It's crazy. Never had one. And they still got it. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Yeah, she's saying that if you go from Vitamin Shop to like you watch somebody's TikTok, you know, sometimes you don't need a TikTok. DirecTV 2 is doing this shit. Wow. Okay, wow. Wow, see, that's crazy. You would be surprised who is able to just get your info, what they just grab, and you don't know about it on the internet. And like I said, people can drive through your neighborhood and take these things and do like a net cast. The FBI does this a lot. They did this with Brian Fatburger, probably, you know, where they do the net cast where they just pull everything in. That is crazy. But yeah, she's saying if, you know, like how you'll get, somebody will link like a TikTok, but you don't have one, but you can still go and watch it. Like, that's how I'm keeping tabs on James Charles and Alicia, is I can just Google their names and go to their TikToks and watch their TikToks and not have a TikTok. But TikTok's still taking my info when I go over there, even though I don't have a TikTok. I don't know. I can't stand that. sometimes I'm curious to get at TikTok because who gives a fuck if China has my info? Like, they probably already have it. They probably don't already like me because I did that Chinese spy balloon shirt that I'm going to sell in my shop eventually once I get that up. So, yeah. So, yeah, I guess there's info and whatnot. So, yeah, I've been sitting around trying to get acclimated. So, what I was watching when I turned on the vlog is called The 10th Kingdom. I found it on Amazon Prime yesterday because I was talking to Patrick. We were remembering like old TV shows like we used to watch as a kid, and I remembered this mini series that happened on ABC in 1999, and it was called The 10th Kingdom, and it was about like a woman who lived in New York with her father, and they somehow get transported into like the fairy tale land where there's 9 kingdoms, and New York, or our world, is like considered the mythological 10th kingdom, but they get stuck there, right? And there's like this whole backstory that all the Brothers Grimm's tales came from this other dimension where these kingdoms are. And when the Brothers Grimm's got trapped there and then came back and brought all these stories. So anyways, this girl and her father end up there and they have to go through all these travels and stuff. So it is on Amazon Prime, but I found where someone has uploaded it for free here on YouTube, so I'm going to link that playlist. It is super long, but it's a great series to just have on while you're doing other shit in the house, like I'm usually doing, or you're bored or whatever, or like when I'm doing art or whatever. I love to put things like this on, so it's really good. I love the details of the imagination in this, like in the first episode, they show them going to Snow White Memorial Prison. I just like how it's like Snow White Memorial Prison, and then they have all these like descendants of like Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, Snow White, and they kind of incorporate some of the more gorier parts of the Brothers Grimm into the story. Like a lot of, in the Disney version of Snow White, which there's a new version of Snow White. Well, we got the Disney shit version of Snow White, right? With the Zegler. Weird, doing that weird face. Like, girl, do you want to work in Hollywood after this? Like, she is not working anymore after she made those fucking comments. She was just like, yeah, I got the role of a lifetime. Fuck you. That is not when you say fuck you. Like, we've talked about this on our channel. There are some times when it's necessary to say fuck you. Like to shit people who just ghost on you and then pretend like it never happened. Or YouTubers who are taking advantage of their subscribers and preying on minors like James Charles. So, yeah. So, this, what was I saying? God, I'm having a brain fart. Again. I guess, you know, brain farts are good for coffee breaks. I don't know. I went into James Charles and Alicia and all them, but, you know, fuck yous and all that. And I just spaced because it's been one of those fucking mornings. You're probably like in the comments right now going, Keisha, it was this. You were talking about this. I have a brain tumor. I'm on a lot of medications. It's not good. But we're trying. So yeah. Today I'm just trying to get with it. I gotta wash my hair like I said. I want to do my nails. And I got this to show you. Oh, get off the couch. So you saw this in the beginning part. Let me flip you around. Woohoo! Yes! So we got this. This is when you say I don't give a fuck, you know? So, yeah. This is my don't give a fuck era. I showed you guys the art for this. Here it is. Yeah, that came out fucking sick. The lines and shit. Oh my god, that came out so good. Yes, and I'm working on a lime green beanie with like a pom-pom thing on it. Okay, so we got that. See, I'm using my tripod for my shirt, so. Oh yeah. This is the one that's really mainly, you know, You saw me come up with this shit. Okay, so we got uninfluenced, free thinker, not your average basic bitch. Authenticity is my aesthetic, not afraid to say fuck you when necessary. With the old school Desert Mermaid in the exclamation point, because fuck yeah. My mom was like, kind of like, you put fuck on the shirt? You could have put an asterisk, that could have been cool. And I'm like, no, I wanted to put the actual word fuck on it, because I don't give no fucks. When necessary, of course, but yeah. Isn't that nice? You guys, see, look, I've been telling Alicia, look, this will give somebody confidence, right? Because my brand is about giving people the confidence to stand up for themselves, to say fuck you when necessary. Alicia, you can do this. You can do this. Don't tell me you can't and just come out with more fucking Alicia Marie merch. No, you can do this with Parallel. You don't need fancy ass shit. Now, here's Patrick's favorite. Soup of the day. Soup of the day. Whiskey with frozen H2O croutons. Poured fresh to order. Special price $3.99 at Desert Mermaid Liquor and Food and Liquor. Yeah, only at Desert Mermaid Food and Liquor. So yeah, I'm working on my, you know, my Desert Mermaid, and this was kind of where the idea kind of came from in a way, was I wanted to do like this soup of the day whiskey, because I am a whiskey girl. I like drinking whiskey. Not too often these days, but I am a whiskey girl. So I wanted to do that, and I kind of did it like it was like a sign or something somewhere, or, you know, like an advertisement at the liquor store or some shit. And I thought it would make it a little cool to have the lipstick mark, make it a little more like feminine, you know, or cheeky with the little lipstick mark. So I thought that was freaking adorable. Yeah. It would be cool to do more of these, like soup of the day, and you could do like Diet Coke. That would actually be kind of cool. I don't know. I've been on a Diet Coke kick lately because of Peter Monn and his Diet Coke. But, you know, not everybody drinks. So I almost thought like it would be fun to do like a sober version of this. Because, you know, not everybody drinks and not everybody wants to wear, you know, liquor stuff or weed stuff. So, you know, I want to have something for everybody in my brand, or a little bit of variety, you know, just spread out. So yeah, that was another size, but yeah, my favorite is this one for sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, guys, hold on. Transition. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is still my favorite though. She looks so cool. I'm gonna make this one of my girls at the liquor store, work in the liquor store. Except I think I'm gonna change her hair when I draw her at the liquor store with pigtails. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta have people running my liquor store, so I'm gonna have to draw somebody to run it, right? But Printful just does a great job. Like this came out great. The color, whoa, oh shit, it's falling. The color came out great. I love the way that these lines look in it. It looks so good. So yeah, that's gonna be coming. We're gonna be shooting pictures for that soon, which I am doing. Shooting the pictures for, what's it called? The Flower Power. I edit some of those, but I think I'm gonna put them into Photoshop to kind of juice them up, because I need to take out some of the cords and shit in the backgrounds. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Hair, nails, watching the 10th Kingdom, which I will link that for you so you can watch it for free on YouTube here. You might have to watch some commercials, but if you got premium, you don't. I know, I was like, do I want to watch it on Prime with ads, or do I want to watch it over here on YouTube with no ads? YouTube. So I'm going to link that below. And then I got my fireplace. I'll link that alone again for you guys. This is the Day Fireplace. Day Fall Fire. Too many F words there. Fall Fireplace Day fall fireplace with the pumpkins and shit. So I'll link that. So yeah. Let's see if we can do a really cool like time-lapse thing of my hair being all did and shit. Look at this shit. Let's see. Can I be like one of those cool TikTokers that just do the hair? I saw Raw Beauty Christie do that, where she just did her hair like this. And then it like transitioned. And I'm like, girl, can you just stop with the fucked up transitions and shit and just come out and talk about James Charles? And then she did that MLM video she's been saying she was gonna do for years that flopped. Because she was like late to the game. You know, like MLMs, Raw Beauty Christie, like we've been talking about that forever. It's like, girl, but yeah. I'm gonna do the snap thing because I think that'll work better for me, right? I ain't no TikToker. And I ain't fucking with that electronic voice over there, so. Yes. Okay. Still drying. Gotta put some more oil in it to get the crunch out in a little bit. But yeah, it's still drying. But yeah. Wash my hair. Put my shirt on. Yeah. I got my knee-high socks on. Woo! I've been loving knee-high socks, so. Yeah, I thought we could chit-chat while I think the dishwasher is dirty. I gotta fill it up. You can tell we've been lazy and just sticking shit in here, so I thought we could chit-chat while I do this. But yeah, so what's been going on lately? Our girl Alicia still hasn't fucking posted yet. What the hell? I don't understand. But they did post their newest episode of Pretty Fucked Up, and it was pretty fucked up. Okay, first of all, she had, God, Unfiltered Podcast, which is basically, you know, they're basically the side characters of David Dobrik's movie life. You know, like David Dobrik thinks like he's the main character in a fucking movie, and these people are like the side characters. So yeah, who is it? Zane, I don't know their fucking names, I don't care. David Dobrik's side pieces, okay? And they have a podcast where they try to do shit without David Dobrik, right? And so they did the pod swap where Pretty Fucked Up and it's unfiltered, pretty boring, really. It was just so fucking boring, you guys. I was so bored. All they did on Pretty Fucked Up was play Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, but they renamed it something for them so they could sound fucking cool. It was just so boring. It was so boring. Like, I skipped through it to see, like, okay, when is this fucking game gonna be over? And it was never over. The podcast they just stopped playing the game and it's over. I don't understand. So it was pretty fucked up, pretty fucking boring. And then I saw on the Reddit, this was funny. I hate it when lids try to like stow away on the counter, and I'm like, no. So I saw on the Reddit somebody had posted, I don't know Reddit names or whatever, sorry, I'm not crediting anybody, God forbid, anyways, so Tana supposedly shaded Pretty Basic and Alicia. She was like on stage and they're asking her a question, and she goes, well, you know, I think there is some truth to what people name their podcasts. You know, like, we're pretty canceled. And everybody starts like laughing and yeah, and like doing like this at Tana, and everybody seems to think on the Reddit it is about Pretty Basic, and I agree. Here's why, you guys. This is how I know that Tana was shading Pretty Basic. Tana's like this with Jeff with the I. And you know, I kind of have a soft spot for Jeff after he had that traumatic accident and stuff, because it's like, reminds me of Patrick, okay? Patrick has one fucking eye, and actually, I showed Patrick, you know, what happened to Jeff, and he was saying that, he was actually glad he lost his eye, because he would have rather just dealt with the prosthetic than having to do all these fucking surgeries and stuff. And the other, one thing people don't realize when you lose an eye, I'm sorry, I saw my neighbor walking by and I'm like, huh, who's that? Oh, it's my neighbor. Anyways, so one thing they don't realize is it fucks with your depth perception, but having two eyes helps you be able to like know the distance between like here and there, where when you have one eye, it's harder to know the spatial differences. And Patrick actually, after his accident, had to practice like picking up a glass again, and you know, things like that, or opening a cabinet, because his depth perception was fucked from now having one eye. But he said that was pretty easy to get used to. You just had to do some practicing and readjusting, and it worked. So, you know, he said it would probably be a lot more annoying to deal with this eye that is always trying to see, and it's fuzzy, and you got this, and you're getting surgeries, and that's scary. Here's the other thing about Jeff's eye thing, and I know this is a side tangent, but I don't understand how Jeff got cleared to do skydiving again after a TBI. I know this is like a side thing, and I know that like every doctor's opinion is different, but from my understanding and all the people I've known who've had TBIs, skydiving is something you're not supposed to do. And then also too, there's a lot of G-force. So like Patrick can't do certain, like he can't do roller coasters or rides anymore. I mean, like I can't either because I'm a broken person. But I used to love that shit. You know, I wasn't an EMT person, emergency medical person, so you know, I love adrenaline shit, but yeah, he can't do it because the accelerated G-forces will make him pass out. He passed out on a ride once when he tried to do it after his accident, and he passed out on the ride. He like blacked out on the ride. So I don't know how Jeff has gotten cleared to do skydiving, but whatever. So, you know, Tana and him are like this. I think they even live together, okay? And we know that Alicia and Remy are all up the Vlog Squad's butt. They're all up David Dobrik's butt still. Like, they are still in that bubble where they don't get that people don't like David Dobrik anymore. They don't like James Charles anymore. There's a lot of you guys that don't realize we don't like... And Alicia and Remy just seem to not get it. They just seem to have these people up on their podcasts, and they don't realize, like, we don't... A lot of people don't like the people that you're like clout chasing after, which you could tell. This is what Alicia and them are doing. They're always trying to hang out with other influencers that have about the same level of clout, rising clout, or a more clout. And it's pretty sad at this point because you can just tell what's going on. But so they did this boring ass podcast, and yeah. I'm pretty sure Tana was talking about them because, you know, she's friends with Jeff. Jeff is suing David. David permanently fucked Jeff's body up. I mean, is Tana really gonna like Alicia and Remy because they're hanging out with David Dobrik and all them? Yeah. Oh, and then that Natalie chick that is like David Dobrik's best friend from high school. There's something weird going on there. It's not like a brother and sister relationship. Like, the way she talks about David, it's like they're fucking. But they're not. Like, she's got like a boyfriend, and I think David's in a relationship now. I don't know. But like, it's weird, okay? And she edited that video of Dirty Dom and the essay thing, like, Alicia, how are you like supposed to be a girl's girl when you're friends with this Natalie chick, or trying to be, you know, like colleagues and shit and supporting their crap, who is basically like a Ghislaine Maxwell? You're down with that. You guys are all down with this shit. And I think, yeah, Tana's fucking fucked up as well. She's friends with James Charles, so she's one to fucking talk about like who's hanging with who. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Tana shading Pretty Basic. Yeah, I think she was shading them because she's with Jeff they're like this. I don't know if they're fucking or dating or a situationship or just partners in crime now. But yeah. So yeah. Cleaning and shit. Do you guys chip clips? I forget where we got this from. We got, oh, Patrick got it from work. He got the chip clip from work. I love a good chip clip, don't you? Look. 36, I don't know. 36, yeah. My age. Proud of it, because I could be dead from a lot of things. So yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go paint my nails. I did the my cuticles after I got out of the shower, just pushed them back. I gotta kind of file them, but then I'm gonna paint them black. I don't know, maybe we can get Patrick to take us to the park tonight or something. Do something, I don't know. Ooh. I know the other reason why I wanted to come into this kitchen. Ever since Peter Monn has started drinking Diet Cokes on his channel, I love having a Diet Coke at night. I love, like, you know, it's like 8 o'clock, 8:30, which is, you know, well, I stay up all night sometimes because I'm an artist and I keep weird hours. But, you know, like, it'll be like 8 or 9 o'clock and I'm like, I'm gonna get me a Diet Coke. Peter Monn drinks Diet Coke late at night, like, ooh, and I love how he cracks it open and pours it into that corksicle cup. I love that shit. So let's do a little ASMR. I love that he calls it ASMR too, because it's easier to say ASMR than ASMR. Like, let's be real. Like, and it's a little more fun too. And we know what's going on. So let's do a little Diet Coke ASMR. Ooh, look at that. It's all focused and shit. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, open up this Diet Coke before I do my nails. Ready? Ready? Do you hear the little shh? Yeah. Now let's see if it refocuses. Ah, I did it. This is why I love this camera better than the other one. Oh my god. The footage on that last vlog was so bad. I took that camera because this one, I've had to, well, I figured out once I took that one and I saw how shaky the footage was, I was like, yeah, that's why I use that for stationary shit and photos. So I'm like, I have to do something to jerry rig this camera. So I put one of my hair ties on it and it seems to be working. We'll take it to the park tonight and see what happens, but yeah. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. Boom chakalaka. Told you we'd make it to the park. We got parkling. We got here just in time. It looks like a soccer game just got out. But there are kids everywhere. Hopping up and down, kicking balls. It's crazy. Hopefully this rubber band works out here. I guess it's a test.
Looks like it'll hold up.
Yeah. I think it's good. Kind of proud of myself. I jerry rigged it. Do you hear my voice? I feel like I'm losing my voice. This couple pushing a stroller were looking at me like, what the hell? That's what they call a vlogger, hun. Oh, when I get to the swings, I'll show you my nails.
What?
I said I'll show them my nails when we get to the swings.
Oh, yeah.
These look good. Sometimes my cane don't help. Ah. Hopefully I don't mess up my manicure. Yes, I painted them black to match my vicious personality. So vicious, huh, Patrick?
Yeah.
So vicious. Oh, my shirt's caught. Ah. Woo! Yeah, so vicious. So vicious. Yeah. That's what the person who ghosted me said about me threatening them. That was so vicious. I think they're a fucking coward who likes to use big words to describe things that they don't really understand. Because they're dumb. We were talking about it. This person was really fucking stupid. Or like to pretend to be stupid. I don't know. That's pretty sad. I don't know. But look at this, guys. Turn you around. Look at all the people. Woo! I don't know what your view was like, but yeah. Woo! This is cool. There's like an ice cream cart out here and everything. It's great. Are you afraid to swing?
No.
No. You just like standing like that, huh?
Yeah. Do you want me to hold your phone for you?
Yeah, if you can grab it. Ah! Last week we came and I swung in a dress. It was that long, like I have a long, like tan dress. I was able to swing in it.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I felt like an anime character or something. You know, with this big ass dress on, swinging at the park.
You fit into one of those movies, yeah.
Yeah. My cat's an anime character, Timmy. He looks like the cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. You know, the cat, Gigi, who's looking at the stuffed cat, and is like, that looks like me. That's my cat. It looks like me. Yeah. Hello, back from the park. I'm in the kitchen looking for a snack. You can tell. I'm feeling snackish. Got my nightgown on. Ooh, we still have ice cream. Yeah. I don't know. I've been liking Halo Top lately and not regular ice cream because it's not. I don't know. Real ice cream's been tasting like overly sweet. But, anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I had a really good day hanging out with you and doing my vicious black nails and, you know, gossiping in my kitchen and whatnot. So anyways, as always, I'm sending lots of love to everybody because we all need love because we're all going through something and you never know what anybody's going through, you guys. So anyways, I'm sending lots of love to everybody and especially the ones who are going through it right now. So I love you and I'll see you in the next one.
This is